Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on into the Terminus new world record of 22 minutes and 7 seconds by Freckleston here. So today we are checking this out, and obviously I'm just shocked that this has already been at 20 minutes. Like, I think we could see a sub 20 minutes, but it's going to take some time considering, I mean, my man's already got Afterlife here. Freckleston, my goodness, it is insane. This game is barely a month old, and so many people already have close to Afterlife or Nebula, which is, I mean, that's just insane. So it's interesting here that for the amp units, for the 3 that he's turning on, obviously he's put on Rampage Inducer. Again, this is nice to see. We're using more Rampage Inducer. He grabs the GS45s. Obviously doesn't have the wall power yet to get them upgraded, but everybody is using this as the main meta weapon for Black Ops 6 Zombies right now. So honestly, not too surprised on this, but the weapon he's using right now, is that either the Jackal PDW or the SOG, which is interesting. Like, ever since the SMGs and the ARs got a buff, I've definitely been seeing a lot more players using them. So here he's getting his first number for the clock, and then he's going to be progressing. Obviously, most of these routes that I see now usually go to the quicker vibe side just because the code for the mid-boss is here. My man is playing it risky out here. So, again, he's now going to get the second amp generator on. And it's insane how so many people have already figured out how to bypass so many different steps as well here. Interesting that he goes for the ASG. I think the ASG, despite all the nerfs it's still had, is still one of the best weapons. And obviously you can tell he's running the Dragon's Breath attachment, which is all the way harkening back from the Olympia's Pack-a-Punch, the Dragon Breath, or the Hades, all the way back in Black Ops 1. So that is really cool to see. But obviously here he's going for his second amp unit, going for stamina up, obviously first perk. It's not a speed run if it isn't grabbing this perk, I'm telling you. So here we go. Yeah, he's just obviously going through the rounds here. Unfortunately, like, beginning of Terminus, there's not many time skips that you can really do here. It's just focusing on zombie eliminations, making sure that the generators aren't taken out. And it's interesting that he's using the ASG here because he's literally just pot-shotting them. He's putting one shot of damage into them and just getting it. And then also, that's the craziest part, because of the stamina augment right there, he just used a tomahawk to be able to run extra fast down towards the last amp unit here. And he's going PhD flopper route here because there's also the gobblegum machine that he could potentially be using later. And yeah, bro, that tomahawk strat with the equipment making you go faster, that is going to be a huge game-breaking mechanic for speedruns. Like, I've always wanted a mechanic like this. I even wanted to build a perma-perk in Die Rise Remastered with that, but obviously I don't think that's going to happen just because I'm not really part of that project anymore. But regardless, like, this is just an insane thing. He's going to run Energy Mine here and then swap to Ether Shroud. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's pretty interesting. Also, look at that Energy Mine. He's running the augment that makes it a turret. So it's basically taking out everything. And yeah, having Rampage Inducer on for the amp units here, pretty tough. Like, it's not an easy strat by any means. And so now he's getting the PAP on, and I'm assuming he's going to upgrade the GS45s here. I'm assuming the ASGs was just used maybe for the beginning here. I'm not totally sure. But then literally my man's now is going to get Kilowatt, good old Kilowatt, and start up the opening of the free room. He also already activated it when he left. That was some pristine timing here. So yeah, interesting. He gets Kilowatt also on the GS45s. That's what really makes me seem that, like, these are going to be the best weapons. I really hope Treyarch doesn't nerf them, because it does seem like everybody's using the GS45s for a lot of boss fights, even like the Liberty Falls lockdown for the last step. But dude, I love the strat he's using here with that stamina augment, where as soon as you throw a equipment, it actually gives you that massive speed boost. Like, it is so clean. He also did that while doing the basketball side Easter egg for a couple of extra points. Does kind of suck that that side Easter egg did get patched, but to be honest, it was mega broken before. And on the title of this video, Freckleston also really wants to emphasize that this is the newest patch for the Terminus run. So also, obviously, it's pretty interesting that PhD, because of the augments, has become one of the best perks for this run. So he's grabbing PhD here, and he's going to be able to use it now and run straight back and get the Beam Smasher built. So it's pretty interesting as well that I still haven't really seen a lot of people run the Wonder Bar strategy. And so here he's doing the website code to get the 3 symbols done fast. And yeah, there's so many simple websites now just for that Terminus step. And then literally he ends round and he's going on to the Beam Smasher. It's so cool, like how so many people are still doing the actual main Wonder Weapon build quest. People aren't just grabbing Wonder Bar and getting the Beam Smasher out of the box. I kind of find that pretty interesting. So hopefully that continues. But like I said, I still think we're finding so many speedrun optimizations for this run that I think we will be able to hit a sub 20 minute, but it's going to take some time. It's going to take some time. And honestly, with the updates for the game that Black Ops 6 is getting, there's so many, and all the new perks coming in, there's definitely going to be new metas that come out. And this game is very reminiscent to Black Ops Cold War in that way, where speedrunning completely changed from the start of the game towards the end of the game with Alts DLC. So here he is now starting up his orb step, the blue orb, green orb, purple orb for the Beam Smasher. And yeah, this is kind of strange because, like I said, this is one of the first runs I have seen Freckleston run with only Rampage Inducer on. A lot of people have not been equipping Rampage Inducer for the entirety of the run, so pretty crazy. And so yeah, the previous WR from this was also Freckleston's 22-minute 36-second run, which is pretty crazy. He did almost a whole 30 seconds faster on that. So you know what, I gotta give it to Freckleston here, because genuinely it's pretty impressive to see this literally only a month after Black Ops 6 Zombies is coming out. And especially now that the game has been leaked, we know a lot of Citadel Day more leaks that are coming out to this game. It gets me excited because we could be seeing some speedruns with like elemental swords, a shadow blade, you know, like, oh, that gets me excited. That gets me excited. Also, interesting that he gets a nuke right from that zombie. Okay, that was kind of beneficial because now he's able to bring that orb in. That orb was glitching out. It was not appearing. And then, yeah, PhD, bro, I'm telling you, the sliding augment that he's using, number one, is so good for speed. It really reminds me of, like, the slide jumping back in Black Ops 3. But also, it's great for clearing any enemy that's in front of you. And, like, because the zombies are so fast, you're actually able to go even faster with that and take any of them out in front of you. I love the PhD augments in this game. PhD and stamina, just like in Black Ops Cold War, are definitely going to be one of the 2 best perks for speedrunning just because of the speed it's able to give you. Like, look how far he's able to go. And then obviously with the GS45s, he's also able to get a couple of speed boosts, obviously, and just be fully nullified from the explosive damage. So there we go. He's finally finished the orbs, 8 minutes in, pretty good. And honestly, I can't wait to see how the boss fight is optimized. I still think right now the boss fight optimization isn't really at its best. There were a couple of 4-player strategies where people were able to instantly take out the boss with the Sigma, but I believe that strategy has been patched now. So hopefully we do see some skips though with the Terminus boss fight, because to be honest, it is kind of crazy that we had one with Liberty Falls. I think that one also got patched, but the Liberty Falls one is easy. As long as you just have a really strong gun, you're able to completely destroy it. But also the greatest part is like with speedrunners, they are able to play directed mode to help them find like a couple of skips here and there as they are playing, which gets me excited. It just does kind of suck that they turned off Rampage Inducer for directed mode. I don't know why they did that. Like, it doesn't even mean that big of a deal. Like, it's just turning on the stuff faster. And so he gets lucky, gets his hard drive at the very first trap for Terminus. That is so nice to see. He's now running back up to place it and then get the mid-boss started, which is so cool. And yeah, obviously, you're going to see a lot of people really stick to running the melee weapon as well, because it is the lightest weapon in this game. Black Ops 6, in my opinion, does feel like World at War in that way of weapons really do have weight to them. Like, if you're holding a rocket launcher, for example, you can really feel the weight of the rocket launcher. Like, it is very, very heavy. So Honestly, yeah, I think you are going to see a meta in this game where people are going to be running extremely light weapons. I cannot believe his energy mine is there. That turret, that turret augment on the energy mine is mad, man. Like, it just stays there forever, pretty much. And so, yeah, he's got Beam Smasher, and literally that's what I thought. ASG was just used to immediately rinse through the amp unit power-up, and now boss, mid-boss is spawned in 10 minutes. Oh, this is crazy. Yeah, it's pretty crazy to see how fast this has been built. Because since, like I said, from spawn, I thought the world record patch run for this would be like 30-minute, 40-minute. But, brother, we're already at 22 minutes, and it's not even been a whole month. Crazy, man. So here now, yeah, he's got an insta-kill ready. And yeah, insta-kill is such a great power-up in Black Ops 6. I was having this debate with a couple people, and to be honest, I think the insta-kill is the best drop in Black Ops 6 Zombies, hands down. It's better than a nuke. It's great for grinding camos and challenges and all that. Insta-kill is amazing. It really is. It is such a great power-up in this game. And I would say it's probably the rarest power-up in this game. Like, whenever I play, I feel like I'm always getting max armors, max ammos, nukes as well. But very rarely do I get double points and insta-kill. And I would say those are the two best in this game. And it's interesting because it's like back in the day, you used to be always getting the double points and insta-kill combos. I don't think I've gotten that once in Black Ops 6, to be quite honest. I don't think I've ever seen that once, to be honest. So here my man is at the boat now for the node connector lockdown step. He does have the shock charges to be able to skip that. I'm shocked that Treyarch didn't patch the shock charge step where you're able to use that and just instantly skip the lockdown. I'm kind of shocked they kept that in. Like, it's so weird. They'll patch the boss fight, but they won't patch like bizarre glitches like that, which you would think that they would. But obviously, because we know that this is world record run, Freckleston is about to pull just the nastiest RNG here with the node connector step. And he also still uses the duplication glitch there to be able to duplicate the node so that he doesn't have to go back to the ship, which is so nice to see, considering that, in my honest opinion, like, that duplication glitch is one of the best glitches for the Easter egg speedruns. And so, yeah, he gets super lucky in here. Yeah, chat is telling him to lock in now because he's gotten some amazing luck here. And honestly, those nodes can be a little bit annoying. Like, it does sort of deplete, I think, like at least 10 to 20 seconds on your run if you get the wrong node. So that's definitely a restart for sure if you're going for world record. But now he's just trying to get a couple of points here, I'm assuming. Obviously, he gets Juggernog. And I think what he's going to be doing is getting blue rarity at least for the GS45s and then heading into the boss fight here. But yeah, pretty much he still has to do the nuke step and also the buoy step. But I think it's interesting because I still see a lot of people running smoke grenades. And is he going to buy smoke grenades? He's going to buy the Tomahawk just for the speed, bro. Yeah, dude, that is some speedrunner gameplay right there. Yeah, the stamina up augment is just that guy, bro. He is literally that guy. And then Rampage Inducer is now being turned off, which makes a lot of sense. Like, you really don't want to be running Rampage Inducer into the boss fight. He shoots an explosion at that tower. He can potentially get something good from there. Usually it's not anything good. Oh, did he miss that? I think he missed that Tomahawk. I don't think he got the speed boost there. That's too bad. But hey, this is a great run so far, just with all the RNG and all of the movement as well. So, and it's so cool seeing how people, yeah, like I did see Kooky was the first run that I saw using this strategy where you leave the boat in the middle of the water and you just send it off the rail. I do like that he tried to do that with the PhD slider augment, but you know, yeah, I think we're going to see some crazy movement tech coming into this game later. And also, like, we have yet to see any ABH utilization as well. Like, Black Ops 3's world record runs are all ABH certified, which means, like, they are all using Anywhere But Here Gobblegums to maximize the run. I haven't seen one run in Terminus use that yet, so I think that's coming up very soon. It just does kind of suck that ABH in this game is only a one-time usage, and in my opinion, it's very random in this game. It's not like in Black Ops 3 where it instantly determines where you go. Like in certain instances of like Black Ops 3 Shadows of Evil, when you pop that Anywhere But Here, it instantly teleports you to an exact spot every single time. I don't think that's the case in Black Ops 6 Zombies. They definitely kind of nerfed ABH in that regard, but I think people need to do a lot more testing as well to be able to figure out what the best strategy is, but this is going to take a long time. Like, even the Cold War speedruns for the last couple maps, like Marauder, Toten, and Forsaken, those speedruns were getting beat literally right up until Black Ops 6 was releasing, and this is now like almost 4 years after the game came out, so we're going to see some massive optimizations, especially with this game, and especially now that we're getting new augments, new gobblegums. It makes me incredibly excited because that is all towards the benefit of speedrunning in this game. Also interesting that he opens up Speed Cola here. He does buy it, which is a huge optimization, obviously, for the step here. His Ether Shroud kind of effed him over there. Yeah, the Ether Shroud I've used in this game quite a lot, and it definitely, like, it is kind of weird, you know? It doesn't always shoot you through where you want to go. It's not as, like, precise as in Black Ops Cold War from what I've used in this game. I don't know why they even changed it. But yeah, that was a little bit of a weird teleport. And then there, he doesn't even get teleported. So, yeah, so great Ether Shroud augments he's running here. He's running the one that teleports you further, and then the one that gives you 2 charges, which is obviously the best for the step. He also has 1 decoy already, and he got that lucky decoy as well. He didn't even buy that from the crafting table. He just picked that up right for this last nuke step, and that was just pristine, bro. He's boss fight ready 16 minutes in, dog. What the frick, man? Oh my gosh, that's disgusting. That's actually disgusting, man. So now he is going boss fight in ready, and yeah, so pretty much what I thought, single pack punched here is all you really need, sub round 15 here, and then obviously beam smasher for the mobs, and he's ready to go. He's ready to get it. Is he gonna go for the blue rarity? I don't think he is. Yeah, he's just going right in. Green rarity, single pap. On round 12, that should be enough. I think you would want blue rarity past round 15. But I think for this is enough. And bro, he's going to beat the boss in 5 minutes. Wow. So instantly spawns in, rinses the red dot on the boss. Yep. Look at the damage the GS45s put out in one clip. Like, this is madness, man. Yeah, this is madness. Madness. So, like I said, y'all, I really hope to see some Anywhere But Here's being utilized, especially now that Gobblegums are purchasable in Black Ops 6 Zombies. I think we're going to see some really cool strategies coming out now. And honestly, Treyarch, I hope you buff for ABH. I'm so sad ABH is only a one-time use, but it's like most of the Gobblegums in BO6 are one-time use. I don't think any you can use twice. So it's just the way that the Gobblegum system works in this game. And it kind of sucks because it's like I hear a lot of people say that they just don't run Gobblegums like at all, which I kind of find interesting. And then also here, Freckleston does switch from Ether Shroud to Frenzy Guard. I am so glad people are now using Frenzy Guard. Like, you are practically invincible in the boss fight with Frenzy Guard. It is by far, in my opinion, the best field upgrade in this game. Like, Ether Shroud is good situationally, but Frenzy Guard is good in all aspects. It is by far, like, in my opinion, I don't think it's as good as, like, Cold War Ring of Fire, but it is still an amazing field upgrade, and in my opinion, the best one by far. Like, Dark Flare got a buff, but it's still trash, in my opinion. What else got a buff? I think Healing Aura is good too for co-op, but to be honest, man, like, you can have an augment on Frenzy Guard that gives every single player next to you the same broken ability. So, in my opinion, that's probably better than Healing Aura, especially because, like, there's so many different ways to revive players in this game with all the different Gobblegums, like Phoenix Up and Nowhere But There, and Near-Death Experience. So, yeah, in my opinion, Frenzy Guard is definitely going to be the play to run here for the boss. I'm so glad seeing Freckleston run this here. And I think he's probably going to save it right until the third phase. I don't think he's going to pop it, like, anytime soon right now. And yeah, he's just going with so much damage, man. And the other thing is like, if the GS45s do get a nerf, in my opinion, I believe the nerf is going to be for the amount of ammo that's in the gun, which does kind of suck because you do know that, like, Freckleston is running extended mags on his GS45s here. But Yeah, I feel like the GS45 is going to get nerfed. I can't see Treyarch not nerfing this, especially like every world record run is still using his GS45s. I mean, it's nice to see the ASG back in usage, but that's mainly just because of the fact of the Dragon Breath attachment, which just annihilates those zombies early game. So yeah, man, I hope we do get some new meta weapons. I liked in Black Ops Cold War that you would see new meta weapons here and there, but it wasn't always guaranteed, you know? It wasn't always fully guaranteed. My man is 6 prestige. That's crazy. So interesting, he swapped Frenzy Guard back now to Ether Shroud, and he got a lucky purple tool, bro. Yeah, the amalgams in this boss fight can literally change the course. So that purple tool is definitely what gave him that 5-minute boss fight here. Wow, bro. Yeah, that was a huge, huge purple tool. And it's crazy because it's like, in my opinion, I think the official final world record of this run will just hit the most god tier drops of the entire game. Like, we still haven't seen a run where somebody pulls like a tier 2 pap crystal or a tier 3 pap crystal from the underwater chest. And I'm telling you, whoever does that, that's gonna be the run. That's gonna be the world record run, and nobody will be able to beat that. Because again, we still haven't seen the massive levels of RNG still introduced into this game. So this is gonna be crazy here. I'm gonna turn on the sound for the final couple seconds here. Freckleston, let's see it, man. My man is zooming. Look at how goated PhD is. It is just so clean in terms of the movement here. Like, he hasn't regen health in like 10 seconds, but it doesn't matter with that PhD movement, man. That is crazy as well. He went from green rarity to purple too. Like, sheesh, man. And then here, yeah, he's going right for the tongue. Interesting that you can block that tongue attack if you slide into it. Yeah, that is an insane time. And that is definitely because of his purple ether tool. Wow. Wow. That was an amazing run. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you go and check out Freckleston. That is the 22-minute 07 run. Honestly, we definitely see a sub 21 in my opinion, especially when anywhere but here's are used. And then also, I think we see a sub 20 for sure by the end of the game's life cycle.